Hi Gen Society, I'm Nikki.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Regine.
And I'm Kai. And this is
Gen Z Speaks. They think it's a trend to come out as bisexual.
okay.
They think it's a
They put in their bio.
like the whole she and they thing. Like okay, like a lot more people think that makes it more relevant, that it's become a trend. And for that, I'm just like, that's so toxic. Because like there are actual people that are literally bisexual and struggle with coming out. There are people on like, let's say TikTok, that are coming out just for like the fans to be supportive.
I think it's to like make themselves seem more like relatable. Like, oh, I'm one of the queers now. Like, and like bisexual is the most safe one. Because it's like you're kind of like, you can still go back to like normalcy, but like there's a part of you that's slightly quirky. If you get what I mean, that's how they view it, and it's disturbing. Yeah.
I just feel like there's so many people out there that literally struggle from coming out, the cause, and people who struggle on coming out, and they use it as a trend to make themselves more relevant out there in social media, and that's so wrong. When you think about it, the whole thing about Gen Z's toxic trait rely a lot on social media.
And one thing that I cannot stand on TikTok, right, is everyone is too accepting and it's wrong. You know, it's come to a place where, right, you can say I identify as a unicorn and people be like, yes, get it. But I feel like there's a certain point of time where we must draw the line. Like, you're not a fucking unicorn. Get your shit together. And you're not a fucking unicorn. It's like, sometimes, you know, there's this one, okay, I've always respected, I'm sorry, I might get cancelled for this again, I really don't care, but like, you know, like pronouns and stuff, like I respect pronouns, like you do you, but I came across this TikTok that said like, this person is like Z-zer.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Yes, as a pronoun,
that's whack,
it's like, as a like, because she identifies as a extraterrestrial something, and then I was like, I forwarded it to all my friends. I was like, I do not want to live on this planet anymore. I am, what the fuck is a Z-zer? Like, my pronouns are Z-zer.
That's a bit of that's extreme.
I will beat you up, if I ask you what's your pronoun, you tell me Z-zer. Like, he, they, she, it. Even it, I also okay. Like, but I draw the line at whatever. Like, there needs to be someone that says like, okay, enough. Yeah. Like, you had your fun. Yeah. Nope, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm accepting, but to a certain extent. You know, some people say like they feel that they're half wolf or something. Then they start howling, and I'm like, if you don't address me as a unicorn, I will be offended.
Really?
I mean, personally, I just feel sorry for them. I feel like they're not like, either they're like mentally disabled a bit, or they're like
Just detached from reality.
Delusional, detached from reality. I just feel bad for them. I think they should like seek help.
Seek help.
You need to seek help, please.
Very bad.
I don't have personal experience on this, but I think one like trait that I thought is a bit toxic in Gen Z is, you know, people are becoming more individualistic, and I think lacking empathy for other communities and other people, and taking part in social related activities, which I see is something that, you know, for the millennials were very known for. Yeah, they go and volunteer with volunteerism was a big thing. Yeah. And now today, I think people are just more focused on themselves.
I think now a lot of like social justice warriors in the Gen Z community. Yeah, like everything is wrong, like to them. Like you can just.
I feel like people, you know how all this like Black Lives Matter protests and all, I feel like people only participate in it to have a good word of themselves. That's also a toxic thing about Gen Z. Like they post things on their story, and then I realized they don't know what they're posting, because there's some things that they posted, I'm like, that should not be in your story. And I feel like they just post it just to get, just to be part of the whole,
So like, oh, I'm so woke.
Like to feel involved.
And I think that's a problem, right? Because people are posting this not because they actually care about what's happening and they're trying to help, but it's because they just think it's cool and
to stay relevant. They're on clout.
I think a toxic trait is definitely like clout chasing, because I know a lot of people who just hang out with people because they know that these people are popular, and they're like, oh, you do know this person? They're my friend and all that, and they like
basically a lot of clout chasers.
Yeah, there are a lot of clout chasers, and like trying to show off, like brag about who your friends are and like how popular they are.
And for what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's to do a lot with social media.
It's so
Gen Z.
It's so fake.
And also they think they're more popular because of the higher ranking of following they have, or likes and comments. and they see it and they're like, okay, I'm popular now. And I feel like that's a really bad mindset that Gen Z has.
I'm building their ego on numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they rely on the amount of likes and comments and followers that they have to justify who they are as a person.
It's sad though if you think about it. Actually, I can relate to that point because I've got a friend, right, who only approaches me, right, to ask to be featured on my socials. Like he'll be like, hey, you very long never post photo with me.
Same, yeah. I've had friends who are like, we'll post me on the story.
On your feed for quite some time. Then like, oh, are you gonna tag me? Then I'm like, the fuck? And I only realized that like after hanging with him for a while, like he will only focus, or like when I have a TikTok that goes viral, he'll be like, I saw your TikTok, oh my god, we should make TikTok. And I'm like, I feel insecurity.
Yeah.
Insecurities.
Yeah.
They shine their insecurities on other people. Ours is very vocal. Like we literally, I have friends.
You'll cry and post a TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, yo,
Like you just woke up and you're like,
I have friends who portray their insecurities to make us feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I say whatever I want with no filter. Then I think sometimes like it gets me into quite a lot of shit. Like when I started TikTok, it used to be like, ha ha ha. And then suddenly it just became like a platform for me to really just roast whoever I want without thinking. Then sometimes it gets me into...
Did you learn from that?
No.
You seem like that.
Yeah.
At least he's not lying about it, he's honest.
I think it's
I wouldn't want to
pretty good
filter
thing.
myself just because like people are throwing rocks at me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh yeah, like spread love, not war. Like that's not who I am.
That's a lot of things in the
Yeah.
toxic traits of Gen Z as well. Then they portray something else and they're who they are inside.
Yeah, but for me, I feel like a lot of my friends, we don't really use social media. Like we don't post and stuff. We don't like, but then when we like meet up, we like enable each other's self-destructive behavior. And that is something that I have to fight myself as well. I think it's like especially so because of COVID, and like we can't like go out as much. We don't have enough social activity anymore that we used to have. We go out and drink till like we black out and like vomit and like wake up who knows where the next day.
Yeah, I'm quite a private person, yeah. But I guess I have like LinkedIn, if you count that as a as a social media.
Literally though, LinkedIn.
It's like, oh, what's your Instagram? I don't have Facebook. I don't have LinkedIn.
It's literally what I say. Like they ask me for my stuff, I say, oh, I have LinkedIn. You know, connect me on LinkedIn. It's true.
Are you sure she's a Gen Z?
Yes, I am.
I think that you're lying. I would think like you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't want to give me your Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think like that way, but the fact. I mean, yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I feel that more and more people are finding it harder to stay committed. I personally feel like my friend groups. I have friends who've been in like relationships for like a month, and then they're like, I'm bored. Or like I know like they cheated behind the scenes, and they're like,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
tell. And
yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah.
A toxic trait as well that I've realized is a lot of people think that a relationship can only last if there's any physical contact. A lot of people in Gen Z think that it's all about sex.
Yeah.
And I think it's also like currently it's like an age of distraction. There's so much distraction, and if you can't have like that physical like meeting each other, then you don't necessarily have their full attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.